What's going on, guys? It's Cal here from KR Sabres. So I thought with it coming to the end of the year and the fact that my kits are on the way, I thought I'd talk more about the kit itself, sort of how it works, just a general overview before I make the full video. So I've just quickly got out my iPhone, set the ultra wide on the video, and thought I'd show you the kit and my upcoming Graflex in all its glory. So really happy with how things have turned out. This has been a collaboration between myself, Goth3 Designs, and Wana Wanga. We sort of worked together to make and bring this kit to life. So it started early on. Myself and Cedric from Goth3 Designs were working closely on making sure we get everything as accurate as possible, and then I was helped very kindly by Roy at Wanawanga for sourcing some genuine cowhide leather, which is the leather band here, and having them produced very nicely for the clamp band. There are a lot of questions surrounding how the kit will work, but essentially there'll be option where you can purchase a full conversion kit, or you can purchase a Graflex at the same time with the conversion kit. That way you can build your complete prop like something like this. Or if you have a Graflex already, or you want to be using perhaps a TGS Graflex, which is the Graflex shop, a Roman's Graflex, or even a vintage Graflex, basically any Graflex that has been made accurate to a flash gun. It will also work with the EP9 Sabres Graflex kit because it has the J-lock system. Basically, you want to make sure that your Graflex has a J-lock system for it to work natively. For those people who have like a Corbanth 2.5 or Parks 2.0, those sort of hilts where the bottom is threaded on, you can use this as well, but we engineered the clamp so that it fits into the J-lock system. So you'll have to grind those tabs away if you did want to do something like that. So there are tabs inside that work with the J-lock system. I'll talk more about the solution that I engineered for how this kit would work to accommodate for those variances. So the kit's going to include just the conversion kit, for example, because yes, I'll be selling Graflex and they'll just be sold as a standard 3-cell flash gun replica. But in terms of the conversion kit, you get the clamp outer sleeve. Apologies for my nails, I should probably cut them before this, but I thought I'd make the video quickly anyway. You've got the outer clamp, the inner clamp, you've got the pre-cut genuine cowhide leather. That is also a match to the grain on the prop, so that was something I was really excited for. So the leather on it is actually a match. You get the accurate clamp card, which has been made same way as they made it on the prop, one-to-one to how the traces are on there. You get the control box area. You also get, now one thing that I was quite proud of is that it was always a pain when I had a Graflex to have to trim the rivets and cut them down to size. So I had dummy rivets machined. So these are all dummy rivets machined out of aluminium, and they're already short enough so that they don't protrude all the way through. So you just need to glue them in place basically, and you haven't got to do no trimming. You might need to sand a little bit of the excess, but nothing major whatsoever. So those are just dummy ones, but they look the part a lot. And if you do want to go really far, you can put rivets there. But obviously those rivets poke out and there's no access for your internals, because obviously I'm a FX Sabre supplier. So anything that I design and make has FX Sabre intentions. So I did want to make sure that you could easily remove this lower section to access a chassis or something like that. You got the injection molded grips, again with the already short fake dummy rivets. These are included in the kit. The grips are all adhesive backed, so you haven't got to do anything about that. And then pièce de résistance, you've got the steel belt clip. This is 100% pure steel. It's been powder coated black. And you've also got the dummy slotted screws, which are on here, which are accurate. And this is, you know, you can't even push down on it. I'm pushing really hard here, pushing really hard. You can use this as a belt clip. And the lower half that's included with the conversion kit has these holes for the screws pre-tapped, so you can just put the belt clip on and screw this in place, and it's bolted down on there. So for cosplayers, those people who like to cosplay as Ray, or the cosplaying for episode 9, you can hang this from your belt, no problem, and it won't break. It won't break off, nothing. It's not 3D printed, it's 100% steel, tough as nails. Then the FX bottom, you can see here, there's very discreet sound holes down all around the edges of the text, because this is a plate on here now. I fastened this with adhesive backed double-sided tape. This is a plate. There's one that's blank, which makes the bottom of it blank, and there's one that already has the cutouts to expose the sound vents. So you will be able to have nice discrete sound venting for if you convert it to FX. But in the kit, you get the vented one and you also get the blank one. So just imagine this, but with these covered up, basically. That's what you also get in the kit. Now, inside the kit as well, there's magnets. The reason why there's magnets is because the solution that I engineered for the clamp system, which you know, took some thinking but ended up working out really well, was that you just lift the clamp card up, and these are 2 magnets here and here, and basically you push fit those in place, or you can glue them in place. I usually put them in and then I hit them with a punch, and they go in there nice and snug. And these are 2 nylon tipped stainless steel grub screws. And what that's for, it adjusts the tightening of this part. So if you imagine now, so it slides off nicely and it twists back on, like so. Let's find where the tab is, like that. But let's say you wanted to leave it like that and not have it move at all. You just tighten this slightly, and that won't move now at all. Then when you want to remove it, you just back this out, and that's it. That's your reveal. Same goes for the bottom half. You do the same with the bottom half. And that way, accessing the internals for recharge ports and all that is easy. And then when you're done, you just get your clamp card. That's it, back on. Just lift it off. Goes back on. Never falls off. Nothing like that. Doesn't fall off ever. And the way that I've done this, I'll probably think of a better way to do it, but they're just glued on under there. I put the magnets in first, and then I put a little dab of glue on top of the magnet, and I just sit the clamp card in place, and I just leave it for like a day, and it dries very nicely. I'm also going to try a method where I put some carpet tape, which is like very strong double-sided tape, put the magnets on there, pop this on, and that's it. But it's so simple to access the area in which you need to be able to remove the lower half. And obviously if you want a static prop, you don't ever have to worry about that really. You don't have to use those screws. But for FX purposes, there's the solution right there. So that took some thinking, but it came out great. And yeah, so that's how, that's what sort of the kit consists of, but it gives you like a fully accurate replica. Obviously these scorch marks are weathering to the hilt. The Graflex doesn't include these scorch marks. What I've done was I took a Dremel and I just sort of drew according to the pictures of the prop from like the visual dictionary and what we can see online where the scorch marks are, and just sort of weathered them, put some greyish paint around them like the burn marks. From what I understand, it's either exposed brass or it does look like TIG welding marks as well. But I don't actually have a TIG welder, so I'm not sure how TIG welding on chrome plated brass would work. But if there are people out there with TIG welding experience, I'd love to hear sort of your thoughts on it as to whether you can TIG weld brass, or I think it might be called brazing as well. But I'm not an expert in that, unfortunately, so I'll leave that to the pros. So just imagine if you wanted the full saber with the kit, it would be like this, but just clean. There wouldn't be no weathering marks there. I'll probably work with someone to be able to offer the weathering marks, but from the get-go, they'll be offered as clean. And then you've obviously got my Graflex as well, so we've got nice finish on the glass eye. You've got the accurate sort of rivet top, but it's a screw so that you can screw it in and easily unscrew it. It's got a little slot at the bottom. You've got accurate style button, nice smooth round pins, and yeah, overall it's great. Really happy with how it came out, and I think you guys will really enjoy the conversion kits, and the Kylos will be coming out soon. But I thought I would show you sort of what it's like in hand. It feels great. My hands might look big as they're closer to the camera because of the ultra wide, but yeah, these are how the full kits will be. The most accurate kit you'll be able to get, I can assure you guys. And yeah, hope you guys all have a nice new year. And if you've got any questions about the kit, you can just put it in the YouTube comments below. And I guess I shall see you all in the new year. Take care, guys. Happy 2020.